Hey everyone, good morning. I hope you'll stay up there. I have you propped up against my wallet. You know what? One day I called you up from my car and I had you propped up like this. And when I was done the video, of course, I shut off the phone. Well, I shut off the video and then I put the phone down here. Like there's a little case for your sunglasses. And I had put the phone there. I just laid it there. And I went home, and a couple hours later I had to go out somewhere, and I was looking and looking all through the trailer for my wallet. I came out to the car. I looked in this little cubby that I just told you about. I looked under the seat, between the seats, behind the seats, on the seats. I looked all over. Went back in the trailer, looked some more in the trailer, came back out to the car. Excuse me. And then I noticed my wallet was up there on the dash. I had never taken it off. My dash, my interior of the car is black, and my wallet is a very, very dark green. I keep saying that I'm going to go buy me a hot pink or a neon green wallet so that I can see where I put it. I can't tell you how many times I put my wallet down somewhere in the trailer, and then I'm wasting so much time looking for it. Well, let's see. I wanted to tell you about this. First, I tried to make a little video before this one showing you the back of my car. I'm having problems today. Excuse me, with allergies. I wanted to show you my back bumper that is no more and tell you about it. And so I took you out behind my car and I was showing it to you, and then I said I'm gonna go back in the car now and tell you all about it. I came back in here and I could not figure out how to reverse this camera so that it turns back to me. So I just ended that video, and then I called you back up, and I will tell you about the bumper. But first, I want to tell you about this. Last week I did a video here in this same parking lot, and I think it's still up. But I was talking about I was going to head up the road to Walmart and look for some of those protein shakes. It's like Ensure, but I wanted to get the ones for diabetic, and that has a lot of vitamins and minerals. So I went up there and I got a 6-pack of one that was the cheapest, and it's an off-brand. I don't have a bottle with me. I wish I would have saved one, but I don't. But I wrote down the name. ENTEREX. And right underneath the name of it, in big letters on the bottle, it says diabetic. So I bought 6. They only had strawberry flavored, which I like, so I got that. And I started drinking them last week. There was only 6. It was a 6-pack of those. And excuse me. And well, by Saturday, my stomach started not to feel good, and my sugar was running really high. In fact, Saturday or Sunday morning, I think Sunday morning, it was almost 400. Well, I thought, you know what, let me check that drink, those shakes. So I looked at the bottle. This time, I should have done this before I bought them, but I was going by it saying diabetic. But I looked at the back for the ingredients and everything. Could you believe in that bottle, which is not a very big bottle, it had 6 grams of sugar, which equals 12 spoons of sugar. And it also had added sugar 4 grams, so there's another 8 spoons And it's saying that it's diabetic. Well, I'm thinking, no wonder my stomach, got so upset. What that must have did to my body. Taking the insulin to bring down your sugar and then drinking something with all that sugar, your system, my system, is just up and down, up and down, up and down. And I don't have a very good stomach to begin with. So my personal opinion is, if you are diabetic and you get any of those kind of drinks with the minerals and protein and vitamins in them, which we need, don't get that brand. ENTEREX, and it says diabetic. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dietitian. I'm just telling you from my experience. But I was looking the other day for some other kinds. Now they say that Glucerna is the best for diabetics, and then Ensure. But a friend who's a subscriber and wants to remain anonymous was researching things, and has someone in their family that's a dietitian. And so they spoke with that person, that family member, and this one was recommended. It's called Premier Protein Mini. This flavors vanilla, and it's good. 22 grams of protein. See, the doctor keeps telling me I need to build up my protein because my body is still healing inside. And 120 calories, 1 gram of sugar, which is not bad at all, and 23 vitamins and minerals. High protein shake. This is just great. And there's no added sugar, which is also just wonderful. Can you see this? Yeah. This is delicious. I like them iced cold. Delicious. Use this product as a food supplement. Do not use for weight reduction. And thank you. You know who you are, and I so appreciate this, and thank that family member also. So this would be the way to go. It's the way to go for me. Okay, wanted to tell you about that. Now about the bumper. So this car is a Toyota Scion XB. In the back of it, outside, you have your bumper, and underneath the bumper you have another bumper that is just all plastic, and it's 2 pieces, and it wraps around the side and goes across, and then it's 2 pieces, like I said, and this side has a little cutout that goes over the muffler. Well, a few years ago, because of something, my bumper fell off, and some of the guys at church, they jury-rigged it. It was mostly this side, actually, but then this side completely fell off. This was the side that needed to be jury-rigged, and it was, with zip ties and coat hangers, all twisted and tucked up underneath. It was something I couldn't do. I can't get underneath the car like that. So 2 or 3 guys from church did it one day after service out in the church parking lot. And what was so funny was, like I said, it was this side that needed that. Well, a few days later, this side fell off the car while I was driving. And so it has been in the trunk, I guess you call it, way in the back. That piece has been back there. And I'm telling you, allergies, and I even break out in hives. Well, the part that the guys from church had tied up part of it, the part that comes up into the middle, it has these plastic things like this that poke in or push into these slots that are on the real bumper. So if I go over a speed bump or even down my road, which is bumpy, sometimes that pops out. But it's no big deal. It's just when I stop somewhere, I get out and look, and if it's popped out, I pop it back in. Well, what has happened the last couple of weeks is on the side that wraps around, where they had put pieces of coat hanger to tie it up, the coat hanger has stayed, but I don't know if one of the zip ties ended up breaking off. I can't imagine. But then that part of the bumper was hanging down. Oh, I thought my phone stopped recording. That part of the bumper's been hanging down. And the part in the middle was zip tied, and so that part would stay up. This part would then hang down and be dragging. And I could hear it while I'm driving. And I've been saying I have to ask the guys from church if they can't jury rig it again and then add the other part that's been in my trunk. Or, see, that's a plastic, and I don't know if they'd be able to drill screws into it, into my real bumper, without cracking the whole plastic bumper. I don't know. And I just haven't had a chance to ask anyone at church. Now, if I were to ask someone, they'd be more than willing to look at it and see what they could do, you know. But it's just that when church is done, usually I'm on my way maybe to think about asking one of them, and then someone comes my way and starts talking to me, and by the time I get done, someone that I was gonna go ask has left or is busy talking to someone, or is busy with one of their kids. Anyway, I just haven't gotten around to it. And so yesterday, what happened was I went over railroad tracks, and I didn't go speeding over railroad tracks. I went your normal speed and even a little slower because of this problem. Went over the railroad tracks, and most of the bumper came off. And so I pulled over into a gas station, got down on my hands and knees and prayed I'd be able to get up. And I undid the coat hanger part. I untwisted it on the side. I reached under and I felt the coat hanger part in the middle, and I untwisted it. And I thought, well, then the bumper's just gonna fall down. I forgot they had used a bunch of zip ties up in the middle. So thankfully I had scissors here in the car, and I couldn't get laying on my back and look up under the car. But with the scissors, I could feel where those zip ties were, and I just cut them, and then that bumper fell down. So it's in the back seat. I mean, it's not a major thing. It's just a cosmetic thing. It does make me a little nervous not having it for a couple reasons, but we'll see what can be done. Like I say, it's not a major thing. It's not something that's gonna hinder my car from passing inspection. Boy, I don't know if a bug maybe bit me on the back of my neck or what. All of a sudden, it's really itchy. Now, let me tell you, this is something odd too. So I've been having this trouble, as you know, with a few lights coming up that prevented my car passing inspection. Now, sometimes the check engine light comes on, sometimes it goes off, sometimes it will be on and go off, sometimes it never comes up. If you remember, a couple months ago when I went to get the car inspected and it failed, and then the kid gave me that paper saying that there was a recall, and I went way down there to Plano to the dealer to find out that this car did not have a recall. The guy said when he saw me there, and I talked to the kid there at the dealership, why I was there. And when he went in to tell the guy why, the guy thought he has never seen one of these cars come through because of a recall. He thought it was strange. So he came out and he ran the code thing here on the side of my door where all my car information is. Said, you don't have a recall. He did not know why that popped up at the garage where I went to get it inspected. I did tell him about those lights, and they were going to charge me $200 plus tax at the dealership to find out why those lights are coming on. He said sometimes it can be a kink in a wire, it could be a bad wire, it could be a loose wire. He named several different things that it could be, and I could know for sure for over $200. Well, I left because I don't have that kind of money to give them just to find out what the problem is when it could be any of those little things. And I did go to AutoZone, and the guy came out and ran the code thing, and it came up with one thing was vapor in the emission thing, which the man told me usually is a loose gas cap or a crack in the gas cap or around the seal of the gas cap. So he checked my gas cap, the AutoZone man did, said your gas cap is fine. There's no crack, there's no hole, it goes on tight. And so it could be just like a loose wire or something like that. And so there's been a couple other lights that have popped on, but they usually go off. But what I noticed when I was pulling into this parking lot is all the other lights are off except for one. And I thought, oh, if that one light would go off, I would run fast as I could to the garage and see if I couldn't get it inspected. See, when I went to get it inspected, the lights were off. And so I went. And of course I had to shut off my car and park and wait for the kid to be able to take my car into the bay. And when he turned my car on and drove it straight ahead into the bay, those lights came on and it made my car to fail. Oh, and so I did get the number yesterday from a friend that has one of those code things that you hook up underneath here and it reads the codes. And I need to get a hold of him, and he could probably come. I don't know if he'll be able to today, but I hope this week, and take off those lights and I can go get it inspected, because I'm really living on the edge. I'm telling you, the inspection ran out November, and I know you've heard me say it and you're probably sick of hearing it, but it's a monkey on my back. And after it passes inspection, then I have to go over into Plano to get it re-registered, and I'm gonna have to pay a little extra because it's not really considered a fine. It's just a little certain percent extra you have to pay when that runs out. Oh, and then after that, then I need to see about getting that wheel bearing fixed. See, that wheel bearing will not stop the inspection, because where I go for inspection, I've been going for quite a while to the same place. They don't drive your car around. They take it from where you park it and drive right into the bay. There's some places that will take your car around the block to check the brakes, check the tires, check this, check that, and find everything wrong with your car. So that wheel bearing will not affect the inspection because they don't drive the car around. And I can only spread my money so far, and the first place to start is with the inspection. After that is the registration. After that, which will probably have to wait till next month, and God protect me until then, will have to be the wheel bearing. That's just how I can do it. Yeah. Now, tomorrow morning, I have 2 doctor's appointments down in Baylor, Plano. One is my endocrinologist, the diabetes doctor. It's a follow-up. And I don't know if she'll change my insulin or increase the units, but this insulin, it's really not helping. It's Lantus, it's a slow acting, and I'm up to 40 units. A lot of trucks going by in this parking lot. I don't know why. Now here comes an 18-wheeler. It's just the truck part of it, not the trailer part. But I don't know why in this parking lot they allow them to come through. Remember when I was in this parking lot and, oh, where's he gonna park? Oh, he's got a little dog. He's parking 2 spaces from me. Oh, you heard that? The air brakes, which means I'm gonna have to put up that window because you're gonna hear his engine running. I'll show you. He's got this whole parking lot. And there he is. 2 spaces over. I hope you see this, Ursula, because I know you love when this happens to me. Now, if I can get you. Right, let me put that window up. Wonder if he's gonna let his dog out for potty. It looked like some kind of terrier. Those terriers that have that wiry hair. Now what was, doctor's appointment. Yeah, okay. And after the diabetes doctor in the same building, I have an appointment with my pulmonologist. And last time I went to see her, she gave me a really good inhaler. She gave it to me as a sample, and I've been needing another one. That one is all gone, but the pharmacy cannot refill it because she never made a prescription. She gave that to me as a sample. And so when I see her tomorrow, she'll probably ask me, how's that inhaler working? And when I tell her it works better than those other 2, she'll probably make a prescription, and then I'll be able to get one. So 2 doctor's appointments tomorrow, back to back, in the same building, way down in Plano. What else can I tell you? I know that I was going to show you a couple things that I crocheted as a thank you gift to the lady at church who gave me that 10 pounds of chicken food because she rehomed all her chickens. She's the one that gave me those 4 new ones that I have. But you know what? I never got around to crocheting the thank you gift, but I will this week. And we have church Thursday, and I'll be able to give it to her Thursday. It's going to be in the 80s today. Yesterday it got up to 83. He didn't take his dog out yet. I guess this is it. This is quite a bit. Wanna just make sure I told you everything I was going to tell you. I believe so. I don't know if you saw my early morning video this morning. What a mess. I mean, Esther was just, oh, he's taken out. No, he's out, but his little doggy's not out. Esther was a hot mess this morning. He's looking over here, probably wondering why I'm talking, and he don't see anyone else in the car. Oh, now who's coming? This place is getting busy. Oh, he's going over to a restaurant. Esther was out of control. She was biting me, biting my leg, biting my ankle. She even bit my butt at one point and almost made me slip in the mud. I know what she wants. She wants me to pick her up. Now that's ridiculous. I cannot pick that goose up and walk around with her, especially in that chicken yard where part of it is muddy, and the part that's muddy is the part that I have to go in and out of, because her pool is kind of like in that area, and at the end of the day I dump that dirty pool water out. I'm gonna have to I think on that land there's some sand, piles of sand. I'm gonna have to get some of it and dump it where that water is collecting, that mud. But she was out of control. I don't usually rewatch my videos. In fact, I don't. But this morning I did rewatch that one. It's not a long one, and it was cracking me up. I mean, she was just all over me. Whoever would think that a goose would want to be held and carried around? I'm not going to start that with her. I do pick her up and put her on my lap at different times during the day when I'm sitting out there, but I'm not going to get into picking her up and walking around with her. And she's not too light either. So I guess if you want a good laugh, go watch that video this morning. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. I did go in my lean-to and I did get the bottle of stuff to put on the fire ants. And I already mixed it up in a gallon. It's just a few ounces, 4 to 6 ounces to a gallon, because it's strong and it's all natural stuff. But the ingredient I was trying to think of that it has is molasses. And I think it has peppermint or some kind of mint in it. It's all natural, and it's safe for me to put down where my chickens are. The chickens are in the chicken yard, and that big mound of fire ants is in the chicken yard. What I'm saying is it's safe for if you have animals. So I have it already mixed up, and I'm gonna put it on those ants tonight, not in the day. That's what they told me at the feed store when I bought that bottle a couple years ago. Put it on the mound early in the morning or at night, for some reason. And so that's what I'm going to do. This time of year, all the creepy crawlies come out. I'm not looking forward to the spiders. They really creep me out. Well, I'm going to head home. Let's see what time it is. 11:10. Now see, Meals on Wheels has the window from 11:30 to 1:30. And I need to call them today and cancel for tomorrow because I'll be in Plano. One appointment is at 9:45 or 10, and the next one's at 10:30. So I need to tell the endocrinologist that I need to be at that next doctor for 10:30. We shall see. But I do plan on getting some crocheting done today, so that's a good thing. Well, I'm gonna let you go. I'm trying to think. Yep, I guess that's it. And I will talk to you later. If you do go see that video from this morning, and if you watch this video, please put something in the comment. I'm missing a lot of people's comments. I love comments, and I'm missing hearing from you. If you can, and if you want to, please leave me a comment. Thank you. And I'll talk to you later. And remember to be kind to everybody, because somebody's having a bad day. We just never know. Okay? I'll talk to you later. This has gone long. 29 minutes, 42 seconds. Yikes. Okay.